Scratch is Wake's double. He tricked us. He almost got the clicker from me. The whole plan has gone out the window. How could we get this so wrong?
Textbook boondoggle.
You said it, Anderson. It's a shit show. So what's the plan?
I don't know.
Scratch pretended to be Wake to trick us.
He almost won me over. I should have trusted my gut. Had a bad feeling about him when we found him at the lake. When that insane monster cloud came at me in the woods, I saw a face inside it. Wake's. I think he was always a monster. Always Scratch.
The FBC usually handles stuff like this, right? Any thoughts?
Hold up. You brought a paranatural object in here without telling me and then almost handed it over to a hostile entity?
I didn't know if I could trust you. That was a mistake. So was believing Scratch. But it's not too late. I just need to understand more.
You got that right. Let's start acting like we're on the same side, yeah?
So tell me what I'm missing. The FBC must know something.
Good news, we have Bureau intel on all of this. Bad news, it's highly classified. Good news, consider yourself deputized into the Federal Bureau of Control. Here's a key to the cell where we keep the files. Happy reading.
Okay. Thanks. Go team. The horror story's changing reality. It made it so my daughter died here, even though she's supposed to be back home in Virginia. Do you know if that's...
AWEs are localized distortions of reality. The area outside town might not be affected. Sometimes they expand, sometimes they fizzle out. If we can make sure it's the latter, your kid might be fine.
The whole thing is a nightmare. I can't let my family be torn apart.
Having family isn't easy in this line of work. The late nights, travel, alternate realities threatening their existence. My ex-wife couldn't take it.
Karen, you're better off without her. I know I am.
Well, at least we have a lesbian. Cool. So, both of them are dead?
This is the kind of case my ex hated. No one said might kill me.
That's funny. The cases that might kill me were my ex's favorite.
Okay. Location, Bright Falls, Washington. Interviewer, Kieran Estevez. Mr. Wake, you have been taken into FBC custody and will receive an in-depth interrogation at a later date. But for now, I need to ask you if there is anything you can tell us regarding the incident at the hotel. Anything we may need to know. There is a force here you don't understand, a presence. It's after me. It wants to consume me, consume everything. Yes, you mentioned this dark presence before. Why does it want you? It feeds on artists, on the art they create. It wants me because of my writing. But it can be any form of art, any artistic expression, music, painting, film, photography. It can feed on any of it, all of it. You have to believe me. We are aware of this entity, Mr. Wake. We've been tracking the situation here for a long time now. You yourself has been on our radar for over a decade. I'm sure those nuts in the research department are going to love checking you out. Hey, make a note to redact that before submission. Let's get back on track. You mentioned the light switch earlier. Where is it now? I don't know, but I need it. I can't end this without it. Will you help me get it? Mr. Wake, you are in custody pending charges for breaching numerous federal violation codes. We are not going to give you a suspected paranatural object. You're not fucking listening to me. Oh, we're listening just fine. Now, do you have any accomplices? Fuck you. Let me out of this fucking cell of here. I mean, let me out. Let me the fuck out of here. It's coming for me. We're all in danger.
Wake isn't the first person the Dark Presence disguised itself as.
Through extensive interviews with the witness of AWE 35, additional details regarding the Chateau A01, pretty much A10, have been discovered. Blank and Blank, both present during the AWE, reported seeing a woman named Barbara Jagger in Bright Falls at the time. Jagger is a former actress and Bright Falls resident who immigrated with the filmmaker Thomas Zane from Finland and was reported to have drowned in Cauldron Lake due to a blank AWE in 1970. Research staff have concluded that Jagger's appearance in the case of the shadow manifesting in human form. Research is ongoing as to the nature of the connection between the shadow and philosophical signatures available for it to mimic. Current hypotheses are the shadow can only manifest as artists or individuals tangentially involved in the creation of art who have operated within a certain physical range of Cauldron Lake. The shadow can manifest as any individual contained, definition needed, within Cauldron Lake. Research is actively ongoing.
The lake is a gateway to the dark place.
At approximately 1900 hours on September 13th, 2023, readings of a remote surveillance unit monitoring Cauldron Lake known as the Threshold, a known threshold to what researchers theorize as the origin dimension of A40. The shadow passed acceptable limits. Attempts to contact FBC Research Facility WA03, the codename The Lake House, was unsuccessful. One-side event verification is not possible. Response procedures are initiated with immediate effect. Lead agent K. Estevez will mobilize investigation unit Beta from the remote operation site at Redacted. All available shadow-specific equipment, Lot 411B, has been approved for use in the field. Objectives: to confirm an active event. If an active AWE is occurring, the dispatched team will identify its nature and severity, limit exposure, and attempt to contain or neutralize the source. If no event is active, check monitoring equipment, perform a limited profile sweep of the area, and check the status of the lake house and its staff. Additional information: relevant operatives in the area, including the Cult of the Tree, Redacted, and Alan Wake, currently missing.
What the hell is a para-utilitarian?
Description: based on reports, the item of the light switch from the cord lamp, which part of the severed cord still attached. Eyewitness accounts suggest that the item possesses an ability to alter reality. The changes being based on Redacted when used by a capable para-utilitarian. Parsing this item's effect from the Cauldron Lake's threshold, responsible for recurring AWEs in the area, is difficult because the only reported uses of the item have occurred near this threshold. Without more data, we cannot confirm if the item intensifies the effect of the threshold or vice versa, or if there is no other connection whatsoever. Recorded material from Dr. Hartman after becoming a Redacted have revealed that Alan Wake eliminated Barbara Jagger likely a physical manifestation of Redacted, by inserting the light switch in its chest and flicking on the switch. The item is confirmed to have been used in 2010 to turn fictional writing into reality. See file AWE35. However, it is unclear what the restrictions and limitations of this effect are. The light switch is a possible OOP, or object of power, but the team cannot conclusively classify the item based on the second-hand accounts. Proper examination and testing is required in order to determine the classification and precise effect of the item. I hate government speak. Into the room we go. Okay. What do we got? Doop, doop, doop. Okay.
The dark presence is vulnerable against bright light. At least that makes sense.
Okay, the clicker.
The clicker amplifies any changes to reality suggested by a piece of art. Makes them permanent.
Still nothing. I heard my phone go off. I don't even know where my phone is. Don't care. Actually, I might need to care about that. Yes, I know. Anyway. What else we got? Doop, 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 doop. Where would this be? Where would this be? Who's involved?
Doesn't look right.
Oop. That's all we got on that one. Still nothing? Okay.
Nope.
Where is Wake? He's in the dark place still.
I need to know what information I can still trust.
Okay, that's for later. Okay. Still nothing. Okay.
I can tell something is wrong. What's happening to Casey?
I'm a goner. Swell. A shadow crawling under my skin. In my head. Call my ex. Tell her I'm sorry. Terminal case, Casey.
Something is wrong with him. He's hurt worse than he says. He's scared. Scratch was pretending to be Wake. Manipulating me. What does he want from me? No. I'm in control here. It's my mind place. He's powerful. Too powerful. Just his presence here makes me feel sick. Like a wave of terror through my head. I feel his single-minded drive to get the clicker. Wake told me the clicker would fix this. But Wake was actually Scratch. How can I trust anything he said?
The artist must conclude his work. He rides a storm on your piece. Wake up and smell the danger. We told you already, kiddo. What Tom said about the light switch is true. Don't let the story confuse you. You need him to write the ending you want. The clicker can make that ending come true.
But we don't have Wake. Everything we knew about the clicker was true. He wasn't lying.
Thanks, Tort.
I assumed Wake escaped the dark place. Is it possible he's still there?
The Big Apple in an ocean of darkness. Gone diving. Note from my editor. You're using the wrong tense. Trapped in a loop. My friends will meet him when I'm gone.
Wake is still trapped in the dark place. Maybe he always was.
Okay, so what do we got?
Wake is trapped in the dark place. He's been reaching out, communicating with me in the overlaps.
Nice. Are we going back to Cauldron Lake? Still nothing. Still nothing. Okay, let's go see if we have any more information.
You really don't remember Logan living in Virginia with me and David?
I remember you and David having problems. You needed a break. You and Logan moved to Watery and then Logan, well, that awful thing happened. After you came back to work, I thought you'd be the perfect partner for this case, if you were willing to return to the area.
Okay. That's enough. The story is changing your memories. What you're remembering is fiction. Logan is alive. I'm not divorced. We never moved here. I remember the truth.
No. Wake or Scratch, whoever that was, said the story could be used to attack us. We all need to question what's real. With that said, how do we know the story isn't giving you false hope?
I can't convince them. I just need to change the story.
Reality bending.
Scratch told me the clicker can be used to change the story. Does that match your understanding of this thing?
Yeah, the light switch is a paranatural item, maybe even an object of power. We have verified reports that Alan Wake was in possession of it during the AWE here back in 2010. It definitely has power. We know that much.
I can come up with a plan. I always do.
Okay, back into the mine place. Still nothing? Okay.
The clicker can fix this. But I can't use it without Wake. Tor knows about this stuff. Maybe he can help.
Tor.
Wake is still in the dark place. How do I get him out?
We live and breathe rock and roll. From the silence of screams, from the fever of dreams. The clicker can amp up other works of art, not just Tom's writing. Anything created with passion. The dark power of the lake will make it creep into reality. But if the holder of the clicker believes in the art, they can make it all come true in the flick of a switch.
I can use the clicker without Wake. Only Wake's writing can change the horror story. But I can use the clicker to change something else. Like getting Wake out of the dark place.
Back to the board.
I will use the clicker to change reality and bring Wake back at Cauldron Lake. I'll need the right work of art, but that won't be a problem.
Really? Still nothing with those two. Still nothing with these three.
I've got it now. I just need to tell the others what to do and fix everything. For good. So we need Wake to fix the story, right? That hasn't changed. So here's what I have. Wake's still trapped in the dark place, under the lake. I think we can use the clicker to get him out. But first, we need a work of art. Something other than his story. And that'll get him here.
I'm not filling out the paperwork for this one. I wouldn't know where to start. But I'm sold.
Okay. Look, this feels like something that once we get the ball rolling, there's no turning back. You sure you have it all figured out?
Oh, this is the point of no return. No.
Not just yet. Give me a moment.
Okay, Anderson.
Okay.
When you're ready.
I gotta see if I can do anything on Wake's end. If there is even a place. Is there a way to jump? Please move, thank you. There has to be a place to jump. Oop, might as well grab with this. There's a mob bucket, but it's not the right one. Okay, so we're heading upstairs and out the door. Hopefully there is something somewhere. Maybe back at the hotel?
I'm sorry about your brother, Ilmo.
Jaakko was all heart. He always went along with my ideas, no matter how stupid they were. Always happy to help. I got carried away. I never think things through. It's my fault.
I realize it's a bad time. But I need you to tell me everything about the Cult of the Tree.
The cult is my craziest idea that ever worked. Look, what kind of a cult calls themselves a cult? Exactly. We protect Watery and Bright Falls. We're the good guys. A secret neighborhood watch. Well, that was the idea anyways. Look, we've always known about the horror inside the lake. When any Taken come out, we kill them.
You don't turn people into Taken. You kill the ones who already have. You were trying to kill Alan Wake. Why?
Nothing good has ever come out of Cauldron Lake. The nightmare that hit Bright Falls in 2010 was all because of his writing. And ever since then, pages of his stories are floating up from the lake, and monsters keep popping out. It's all him, Wake. And if we don't stop him, no one will.
Wake's evil doppelganger Scratch is the threat we're facing, not Wake. And I will stop him.
I've never heard of anyone called Scratch.
How long has the cult been around for?
Certain folks around here have always known about Cauldron Lake. Before us, it was the Torchbearers. And when I inherited the mission, I wanted to call it a cult. It was genius. Just named it half the work. Made people too scared to go into the woods at night. Business 101. Fear is a great motivator.
Yes, it is. Same thing with marketing too. You don't promote the product. You promote the fear of not having the product. It's a disgusting tactic, but it works. Okay, what else we got? Sorry, Yako.
Anybody seen what I like emotionals about?
Who knows? If it's not one thing, it's the other.
I think they've got the Koskela brothers locked up in there. I saw them go in earlier.
Anybody seen what I like emotionals about?
Who knows?
Probably
if it's
got
not one
them,
thing,
but what
it's the
happened
other.
when we
I think
look
they've got
at
the Koskela brothers locked up in there. I saw them go in.
And we're back with the Pat Main Radio Hour. Up next, it's time to make some predictions on what parade floats we'll be seeing at Deer Fest. This year's parade theme is deer, just like every year. So
What the hell?
Not exactly reinventing the wheel here. But first, I need to address something. I know
Pat?
the last couple of shows
You're
took a
repeating yourself
strange
now.
turn, with people coming on talking nonsense about certain people passing away.
Poor
Listen,
guy.
I know everybody who steps foot in and out of this town. So I'd sure as heck know if Wendy Davis died or went missing. You know, they say I'm confused. I hear them in the hall murmuring about me. Well, Pat's got a rusty ticker, but my head's as clear as those skies are going to be on the opening day of Deer Fest. Somebody's trying to twist this story around, and I don't know quite why. But I'm here to tell you that everything's going to be okay. Wendy Davis is alive and well, and you can rest easy knowing that Wendy Davis's family beef jerky will be available this Sunday just like it always is. Now, with all that said, let's talk about what was it we were talking about?
Yep, he's starting to repeat himself. Poor dude. Poor guy. Let's see. This light's on. But there's a lock.
I really like the diner at night. It's so quiet, peaceful. At least usually.
I want to go to a diner. And I don't mean like an eatery. I mean an actual diner. There's not one in our town. What What's the matter, lady? Did you lose something? Like a key?
I'm still seeing spots from those lights. What the heck was that about?
Can anybody see inside? Are they still there? Every time something exciting happens in this town, I miss it. Darn it.
Yeah, but it's like how it's with
I'm
me.
still seeing spots from those lights. What the heck was that
Ah.
about?
Can anybody see inside? Are they still there?
Another one of those cult boxes.
Okay. Overprivileged town folks complaining about poor TV reception. Hope it's not due to the paint job. Took a photo of the giant moose statue in the park. Great memento. Damn dogs keep digging up the flowers. Parks trash needs to be... Parks trash can needs to be... Need a fresh coat of paint. Paint an extra layer. Tried painting the large tree in the park, but the weather was too hot. Cooled down on the bench and sheltered area and had an epiphany. Replaced a screw in the purple park bench. Okay. So, what am I looking for here? 3-digit code. Okay. Oh, for bloody hell. It's one of those. What are you looking for, lady?
This is not the right way. I have a case to get back to.
Yes, I know. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. Do. Where are the boys at?
Doesn't look right. Doesn't make sense.
The goal? There we go.
Nah.
Okay.
Ilmo said the cult kills Taken. Is he telling the truth?
Surplus deer masks by in bulk. We've got a floater, a Taken on the shore. Call the gang Yako. We are going hunting. Cult of the Tree. Keeping the town safe since 2013.
Ilmo is telling the truth about the cult. They really were fighting the Taken. We're on the same side. If the cult is killing Taken, then why did Nightingale turn up for one?
Private party. Invitation only. Wrong time. Wrong place. Time to go, Yako. A job half done isn't done at all.
Nightingale became a Taken because the Bookers interrupted their ritual.
Okay. Do 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 do. Okay, let's go see if I can find a transfer point now. Probably got all I'm gonna get from that.
Don't like all this chaos right before Deerfest. Maybe I should just stay here for the night and make sure no harm comes to my creation.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
What do you know? You're just an apprentice. You have no idea the pressures a professional like me is under. Don't like all this chaos right before Deerfest. Maybe I should just stay here for the night and make sure no harm comes to my creation.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
What do you know?
And we're back with the Pat Maine Radio Hour. Up next, it's time to make some predictions on what parade floats we'll be seeing at Deerfest. This year's parade theme is deer.
Okay. Cool. We got some graffiti. Maybe could use it. I want to make sure I get this correct because I'm probably sure there's going to be a secondary ending. Oh, hello. I didn't mean to run through that door, but okay.
Another cult stash?
Yeah, knew it wasn't going to be that easy. 1, 2, 3, huh? Has something to do with something in the water. There's a buoy out there. There's a couple of buoys. Something to do with the buoys. I see a 6. Okay, if all 3 are in sight. I don't know. I'm not going to spend too much time on this puzzle. I know there's a 6. Well, the first number's a 6, probably. Because it's probably not the buoys I'm looking for. It's probably these sticks. Like I said, I'm not going to spend too much time on that puzzle. Ferry. Do. Hi, guys.
I think you may be right. Might have been a mistake to come here. I don't think Marcy's coming back.
Fuck, Riley. This is so messed up.
I know. I'm sorry.
Hey, it's not your fault. We all knew what we were signing up for.
What? What do you mean signing up for? Hello, Hitman. Ah, there we go. Let's head on over, see if anything's changed. Okay, there's nothing in the shoebox. Okay. Maybe I need to go back out to the board. Nope. Let's go back outside to the wall or the fountain and see what we got working with. See what we're working with. Maybe there's a key or something that I'm missing. Of course. Okay, let's see what we got here. That's not me. That's Alice. That's Alice Wake, not Alan. It's changed. Can I get into the Parliament building?
It's closed.
No.
No. The building was condemned. Closed up. Something was wrong. Something was missing. I had to get inside.
But in order to get inside, I need pictures from the basement, which I cannot get to. Reload my gun just in case. Okay, maybe there's something on the map. There's 2 containers nearby. And that is the basement. This is the basement here. But I can't get to the main floor because it's locked. Am I just not seeing this staircase here? And I'm just blind? Okay. Are you... I'm not frustrated, not one bit. No. I am not at all frustrated.
Alice's photos. I recognize the style. One showed the clicker sinking into darkness. The other showed a light in the shape of a bullet. I need to get them to the plaza.
I am not even in the mood to deal with you. zero mood to deal with you. I spent forever looking for that. Nope, I'm keeping my light. Do not care.
I had the photos now. I needed to put them into the shoebox by the statue.
Touch me, I blast you all. I hate that type of camera angle. I really do.